Alright, we have round 1 here. A little tempted to keep this since I have 4 2-drops, but don't have a Surging Sentinel in my hand, so I think that's a centerpiece of my deck. So we're gonna mulligan. Here I have a Surging Sentinel, so this is fine. Nah, I think I'm gonna put it on the bottom, since I want a third land, and eventually I want to cost this Framing Stone too. So, forests and Boreal Druid. Very good start for my opponent. Even though, didn't I just put that card on the bottom? I know I'm playing 4, but still. Sometimes that happens. Alright, blue-green. Into a Frostweb Spider. It's a good defensive card, but I'm not too scared about that card, honestly. I think I can punch through it. So, even though it's a good defensive card, I think I can manage. Drawing another Surging Sentinel is not what I want, of course. I want to ripple into it. More defense. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go for Surging Sentinels, and then I can play Field Marshal next turn if I hit a bunch of them. Even if I play a Field Marshal this I cannot necessarily attack, since I can get triple blocked. And I missed. Oh well, we have another shot next turn. Gonna put the Shaldoran Warcry on the top. It's actually irrelevant how you put this card, since I have a lot of cascades, so it's not completely unreasonable for me to dig through my entire deck. So I'm gonna actually pay some attention about how I'm putting these cards. There is some more ripple action coming up. So. But yeah. Whoa, that card is interesting. I don't think it's that good. So that card means that you have to put a +1/+1 counter on your opponent creature every upkeep. So first up you put 1 counter, second up you have to put 2, and then you have to put 3, and then it's going to be pretty tough to attack. I'm going to go for Surging Sentinels again. I think the odds that I hit is relatively big. And now I cannot attack for a while, so I'm going to stay back. I missed again, that's unfortunate. Actually pretty unlikely too. But, alright. Well, we're gonna have to go for a Field Marshal next turn. And that will hopefully hold down the fort. Can take 2 or 3 hits from this creature. That's fine. And he pretty much has to put it on that guy, otherwise I can double block it and kill it. So, gonna be taking 5 here. Next turn we might be able to block it. But for now I'm taking some damage. Oh, it's a flyer, so I don't want to take too many hits now, since in that case this creature might kill me. I have this Crusader to block it, but land is fine, I guess. So now I think I go Field Marshal, making it pretty hard for my opponent to attack. I'm gonna chill with my own attacks for a little while though. So now you have to put 2 counters on my creatures. So now I have a 5/5 first striker. Interesting. Whoa. So you have to have a pump spell here. And I don't even know what it can be. So I have 8 first strike here. If he has a pump spell, then he still can't get past my creatures. He could have a bounce spell, I guess. That would be bad for me. So maybe I just... Because if he bounces this creature, that's a disaster. Kills all my creatures. So maybe I just chill them. Maybe I just block like this, and then next turn he pretty much has to let it die anyway, or have another pump spell. So I just block like this. I don't want to die to a bounce spell. Yeah. I guess I can prevent one trample damage. But next turn, I think Lance and Field Marshal. I'm gonna go with the White Shield Crusader over the Outrider, since I can ripple with the Frumming Stone. So that's fine. Now I think you have to let this one die. Yeah. So that's a little annoying, but I do have basically a trade anyway. I think you should attack with a flyer, right? Yeah. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, that's interesting. So that currently only gives +1/+1, but at some point that might be good. So the White Shield Crusader does not have any good attacks right now. But maybe it's time to get aggressive here. And I mean, yeah, I think it's time to go aggressive here. I have this combo finish, so. And it takes it, means I can. So it is tempting to go for Tromming Stone, since then I can go nuts with Shaloran Warcry next turn, potentially. If my opponent goes too aggressive here, then I mean, I can go to 8, who cares? It's not gonna kill me from 8. So, and it, yeah, okay. So first things I want to do is cast a Shaloran Outrider and see what I hit, if I hit anything. Since I have 2 left in my deck. Didn't. That was a Shaloran Warcry. That's annoying. There's no way of knowing that. So like this. Guess I play my land, and I don't think I attack. Could, but I think I can wait a little bit. I can actually use Frumming Stone to get closer to my Shaloran Warcry, which is 8 cards down in my deck. Okay, so he wants to draw 2 cards. And I have to oblige, pretty much. Yeah, block like this. Draw your cards. Can't do much about that. Can't take that much damage every turn. So I'm gonna chill here since I think time is on my side as long as he doesn't play another flyer. Since I'm gonna get closer to the good spells in my deck. So I mean, eventually I'm gonna draw a spell, I think. So the first Chiloran Warcry is 8 cards down and the second one is 4 cards down. By the way, the reason I'm not tagging with this is since he has this, so in case you were wondering. Now he drew something good. Okay. Well, I do have a lot of first strikes, so I'm feeling okay about this. Alright, I have... The only one I have is too far down in my deck, so I think I just put it on this one since it stops activated abilities. I'm gonna use the ripple since I want to get closer to the cards that are like I have Chiloran Warcry 8 cards from the bottom. So there is 2 Searing Sentinels and a Chiloran Warcry. Yeah, this is not pretty unlucky right now, I think, but that's fine. So now if I put Chiloran Warcry on the top, then they're gonna cascade into one another. My opponent seems to be thinking about this, but Rune Snag doesn't do anything, so I have too much mana. Sadly I have no snow-covered plains, but what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna trade here, I think. Since why not? 8 life. Oh man, these lands, not good. At least if they were snow covered, I could use them for Gilded Shackles, but so Chiloran Warcry number 1 is 12 cards down, so not drawing very good right now. But my opponent is also not drawing very good, so that card doesn't do much. Although my opponent could potentially Alpha Strike at some point. Oh, there we go. I don't think I'm gonna hit, but it is, since the 2 is on the bottom, but I'm gonna get closer to cascading into my Chiloran Warcry, since the first one is 12 cards down, which means it's gonna be 16 cards down the next time I cast it, so I'm gonna get 2 ripples here. Some Chiloran Outriders. Yeah, there's the actually cast a Warcry at any point and cascade it to another. So let's chill a little bit here. Alright. Let's say a card. Which can slowly grind through. Nope, no, or a Griffin. But that card can start attacking, so that's sweet. Surging Might. Okay. So that means I cannot attack anymore with my flyer. But I do have that now. Spicy. So let's do that. And let's not use the ripples since I have no other copies, and this way I have Shaloran Warcry at some point. So playing that would mean I can no longer ripple with Shaloran Warcry. But I could get some flyers into play, maybe that's good enough. I'm just gonna play it. There we go. And I think I'm not gonna use actually I think I am, since that would get me closer to another Shaloran Warcry. There's the rune snag. I will pay for it. Guess he might have another one. Alright, can pay for that. Attack with my flyer. Alright, he bounces the Kellid Shackles, okay. So casting Shaloran Warcry doesn't do anything. Although, actually maybe it does, since I might have casted enough spells to make it be on the top of my deck. I did just cast 2 numbers of Boreal Griffin, and then I think it might just be good enough here. Yeah, it was good enough. Don't need to cascade on the next one, since I don't need to cast anymore, right? Actually, maybe he has a counter spell, so... Yeah, actually, he might have a counter spell. And pass the turn. I should have played a lander, I think. So let's cast Plains and Shackles this reach creature. And I don't think I want to Ripple now. Okay. It's just 4. Let's just attack everything. I hope there's no fog in this set, but this way, if he has a bounce spell, I don't lose. I mean, he doesn't get another turn, and I don't think there is any fogs in this set. At least I hope not. Either way, looks like he's gonna be losing a lot of creatures in combat here. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, he had a bounce spell. Okay. And he didn't hit anything, which means the opponent takes 5 and dies. So this is why I attacked with everyone. So my opponent does have a lot of this surge spell, this blue bounce spell. It's a little scary, but I can manage. He also had a frozen solid, which means I want to put in Ronan Unicorn. Yeah, Mother of Sands does not seem good enough here. Alright, let's roll with this. Kind of a sweet deck. As I said, it is important how you stack your spells, since I was churning through my entire deck. So I'm gonna keep this, since even though I have multiple Surging Sentinels, which is not great, they are so the best card in my deck. Him having a 1-drop is a little annoying though. Uh-oh. Well, I do have a first strike. That's good, since his creatures cannot currently get past mine. I could Shackles the Druid so it doesn't tap for mana, but nah. I think I want to save it for his spiders or something larger. There's a spider. And I take 3 damage. And hope to hit with his Surging Sentinels, at least one of them. I have 4 left in my deck, so... Nope, didn't. It's annoying. Gonna be... not Thrumming Stoning this game, probably. Well, who knows? Maybe not. It is pretty far down. Alright, I take 1. That's a little annoying. He has no mana. Let's kick things off with another Surging Sentinel, and this time I really hope I hit. I did not. Alright, annoying. I'll put Field Marshal, Griffin, Plains. And do I want to use Shackles here? I don't have to, since I do have 4 points of first strike, so whatever he wants to force me to block, I could first strike it down. The problem is that he has 2 sources of snow mana, so if you place a land he can activate this twice for different creatures, so I think I have to put Shackles on that. Otherwise I could be in big trouble. He could potentially eat both of my creatures if I don't, so I convinced myself with a little bit of reasoning. Okay. At least he didn't hit, so. Alright. I'll take 3, but I could at some point. Ooh. So now what do I want to do? I'm a little scared of his bounce spell, so I could play Griffin, or I could play Outrider. But I can take another 3 damage, it's fine. I want to maximize my mana, get an attacker into play. Maybe this stops him from attacking, I don't know. Alright, I take another 3 damage here. It's fine, I go to 9. Ooh, that's spicy. That means I can kill the enchantment at some point. So I think I attack. Play wrong unicorn. Maybe. Maybe he has a Rune Snag. Play Outrider. Have to watch out for Rune Snag. Ah, here it comes. Okay. Oh well. I tried. Okay. It's not that trample. A little scared right now. So I think he is representing something, right? Like a bounce spell. So I think I do is, if he has a bounce, but it's not the end of the world, since I get to replay a Surging Sentinel, and I should be able to hit, I think. So I block like this. Yeah. And then cast to destroy the Surging Mine. And I success. Cool. Oh, this has trample. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, there we go. Alright. And he does not have Rune Snag right now. Finally. Finally. I'm gonna use the Ripple here, even though I may not hit, since I have a lot of sweet spells on the bottom of my deck, including one Shaldoran Warcry. Oh man, that was some sweet cards. Would also want to draw Snowcore Plains at some point. And I think I can attack with one of those. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, my opponent, if he doesn't have anything, he's probably dead. He could draw a flyer, but oh well, I wasn't drawing much. Alright, next round is coming up very soon. This is a single elimination too, so the rounds go by pretty fast. So, see you round 2.